Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to do part 2 of making my power station. Today I'm going to work on making the water, getting all the water ready, and then working on the refineries and whatnot. As shown on my diagram I have here, I need a lot of oil and a lot of water. So I'm probably going to work on that first. I have all the, I know what I'm going to do with the water. I'm not sure how I'm going to work with the oil because I already have some of the oil hooked up to my current power system. So to figure that out. But anyway, enjoy the video. Alright, so I'm thinking for the water, what I'm going to do is build out from the main base or from the main building here. Build out and then just have rows of water extractors. I need 21.33. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, so here's my kind of proof of concept. Basically what I'm thinking is I'll have multiple like ends like this. They'll go out, they'll connect to 5 water extractors. Those water extractors will then fill up one full Mark II pipe. Then I'll wire that pipe into my main base. So far, that I'm going to need 5 or like 4.2-ish of these. So I might do some overclocking or underclocking. Probably overclocking, but we'll see. And I'll get back to you. Alright, I think I'm switching it up because this is all I've gotten so far. Gotten 3, I need 1 more. But the problem is I could overclock, but I don't really want to do that. So I'm just going to build like a manifold type of lines. And I'm just probably going to try to build like 2, so over there and over here. And just build all that I need. That should look a lot better. And also be way more convenient to build. So we'll see what happens. Alright, I think I got it all figured out. I have all these pipes here. So each of these Mark II pipes have 600 water in total. And what's annoying is I had an extra 0.33. Oh wait. Actually, yeah. So in total all of these have 256. But the annoying part was this one pipe here is coming from a water extractor way down over there. That's just getting like, I don't know how much is actually getting. It's getting a whopping 39.6 meters or cube meters of water per minute. So I had to make that one adjustment, which is very annoying. But now after that, I've gone ahead and painted all of these pipes. I've painted all these pipes like a copper finish, which I think looks really good. I could also do like the I could also paint them a blue for the water, but I decided to just go ahead and do copper finish because that looks cool. So now what I'm thinking is I can wire all of these into my main like factory thing through this wall here. Whoops, here we go. So I can just put them through here, and then I can just have them go up through the floor, so maybe like right about here, go through the floor. And then I'll just have like different floors and stuff for the packagers and refineries and assemblers and everything I'm going to need. But this is going to take a long time to do. Also, at the time of recording this section of this video, I am playing on the official 1.1 update. So now, as of June 10th, everyone can play the 1.1 update. It's no longer an experimental. Alright, I just figured out something. So it turns out I had this water extractor mixed up, which y'all might have figured out earlier. It actually needs to be at 133.3333%. Because, oh wait, actually, how does that work? No, that doesn't. Wait, I thought I understood it, but wait. Anyway, I fixed it. So 160 meters now, and so this can carry up to 300, so we're fine. And so now I have to make all the packagers, and I'm probably just going to start with that. Start with the small things and eventually work up to the big things. Okay, and after a decent bit of belting, and then working with some floor holes, and going up here, and placing down packagers and connecting them all, I have my first out of 4-ish sets done. So basically what I'm doing is I'm having a logistics floor at the bottom here. I'm going to have the pipes work around under here, and then they're going to come up and go right into the packagers, which will take the water and then craft it into packaged fuel. And so now I got to do this entire thing, which took me maybe 5 minutes-ish, 5 minutes about. Do this system 3 more times, and then I have to have 2 for that. So gotta get to work. Alright, there's a second, there's a third, and fourth. But I ran into a problem. This looks amazing and everything, but the one issue is I don't have any more room for 2 other packagers that I need. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do. I don't have enough room under there, under the floor, because that's very small. So what I might do is just overclock 2 of these to get all the stuff that I want to need. I'm probably gonna end up doing that. So yeah, I think it's problem solved. Alright, so now I have all the packagers hooked up to the water and everything. So now I gotta work on the next level of this factory, which is going to be the refineries section. This is what's going to take the packaged water and the heavy oil residue from my oil and turn it into diluted fuel, or diluted packaged fuel, which I'll then unpackage to get a lot more fuel. It's a process. Alright, so what I'm thinking is I'll have this floor here, which makes my packaged water, then that'll go up to this floor, which has my refineries, and all these refineries are going to be making my diluted packaged fuel, and then I'll just make floors. I might have made this place a bit too small, or a bit too big actually, but oh well, it'll be fine. Alright, so I've worked on a blueprint a little bit actually, to try and making all these refineries a little easier. So I ended up making this, which is actually tileable, and it's really cool. So basically, I have the inputs over here, I have the pipes and the belts, they go in, they make the diluted packaged fuel. I have power there, so I can just connect it to that power pole. Then over here, I have the mergers, which take the diluted fuel, and they'll send it to the right, because I'm going to build this reversed. And so I actually tested this just for a second, and it works. And with the new update, with the new auto connecting feature, it works so well. So I can just place one right here, just like that, set the build mode to auto connect, and then it just connects. So as y'all can see, oh, I didn't place it, hold on. So then when I place it down, these connect, and I can just keep stacking. I can just keep stacking this over and over, and it's really cool. And all the conveyor belts link up, and so this is going to be really awesome. So I actually, one thing I didn't think about was all of my inputs are going to be coming from either the left or the right. They can really come either way. Actually, no, it depends on how the belts are. Okay, it comes in on the left. So all my items come in on the left, and then they'll go off to the right. I gotta remember that. So then I just have to do this process of stacking over and over and over until I get, what was the number? 42.67 refineries. So should be too long now that I have this nice blueprint. We got a problem. So I have 20 right now. This is 20 refineries, and as you can see, I'm out of room. So what I'm probably gonna have to end up doing is overclocking all these double, and then overclock a couple of these a little bit more to make up for that. Or what I could do is have them split up, so I have another floor of these up top. I might do that. I'm probably gonna do that, and then I'll have them merge up somewhere. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work on that. Alright, I have now finished making all of the refineries, and I had to do some math over here for these couple of ones because I needed 0.67 extra of these, so I had to make sure I had all that set up. So now all this should be good, and so now I gotta go on to the next system, which is going to be the packagers, because now I need to unpackage all of this diluted fuel and make it into fuel and unpackaged fuel, or the unpackaged stuff. So, and then I'm gonna link it together. That way it'll be in the continuous loop. So yeah. Alright, I have finished placing down all the packagers. Now I just have to work on actually that's it. I mean, I have to hook up power and everything, but these are all the packagers I'm gonna need. I'm just gonna have to fix how much these last two make for the 0.67 thing. But these are obviously way smaller, so I was able to fit all of these on one floor, which is really nice. And so then after this, what I'll have to work on next will be the refineries that'll turn the compacted coal and the unpackaged fuel into turbo fuel. So that's gonna be fun, because that'll be my first time ever using turbo fuel, like, at all. So that's gonna be fun. Alright, so I think now I'm going to work on the assemblers for the compacted coal, but one thing I didn't take into account was just the sheer amount of stuff I'm going to need. And what I mean by stuff is the sheer amount of coal. Wait, no, that's copper. Well, I have coal around here somewhere. But the sheer amount of coal and sulfur, which I have way over there, is going to be a lot. About 1,700-ish, to be exact. And I don't know if I have all of that. I have one node there, and I guess I can go ahead and check real quick if I have enough. Hold on. Alright, after some rough calculations, I have some good news and some bad news. Good news is, bad news, I don't have enough. Good news is, I can use, there's a pure coal node right over here, and then a sulfur node, yeah, right here. Didn't know I'm like that. So there's a pure sulfur node here and a pure coal node here. So I'm going to have to either make another train station or remake this one, which I'll probably do that, to pick up all this coal, all this sulfur, all this coal, all this sulfur, go up here, collect this coal and sulfur, and then come back and then fill this up. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. What I'll probably do is have it come here, come back, drop it off, and then come here, come back, drop it off, and you get the point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up the assemblers for the compacted coal and work on that train station off camera, because that is going to take a lot and that would be very boring. So I'm going to work on that, and yeah, that's either gonna be a whole video in itself, or that's just going to be an off-camera thing. Probably an off-camera thing. But yeah, I will go ahead and make the assemblers, get that part done. That way, when I get the train and stuff ready, then I will be ready to go ahead and start everything. So according to my graph here, my thing, I need 27.31 assemblers. So basically I'm going to put them all in a line, and I'm going to have it to where they input from the right, because train's going to be coming in from the right. So I just feel like it would be good like that. Alright, I have finished. So what I did actually, and I have to finish it up a bit, is I have it to where it's going to be an overflow system. So they'll enter in through this side, go all the way over here, just keep overflowing, and then they'll get over here, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but the idea is that they should loop, go over here, and then enter and then overflow all the way over to here, and then these last three are underclocked to fill in that last like 0.67 or something like that. So yeah, I'm hoping that works. I've never really used manifolds at this scale, so I'm hoping it works. But now I could either set up the train system, or I could work on the last step of this process. For the most part, I also have to set up a sink, but mainly the last part of this process is going to be the turbo fuel refineries, which are going to be up a floor, and I should have just about enough room. And so I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. I'm obviously gonna make a blueprint for it, but I'm gonna work on that, and then I will have to. I'm gonna make it off camera though, because it's gonna take forever. But I'm gonna go ahead and work on the train system, because I need to collect sulfur over there, coal over here, and then coal like over here somewhere, over in that area, and sulfur further down there. I have to train it all over and back over to here, just for this system. Just for this system. It's crazy. And then that should be it. Alright, I have finished. So I actually ran into a bit of a predicament, but I figured it out. It turns out I actually had to use 2 floors. This is just 28 refineries, and I needed 45.51. So I had to come up here and make a lot more, like 40 some, like, oh, actually no, whatever, 28, I don't know. Anyway, I had to make some more up here, so I did that, and so now I actually have to go ahead and make the train system that will pick up all the coal and all the sulfur and bring it over to here. And what I might do, now that I think about it, is have the train station like over here, kind of on the side of the building, and then I'll just have conveyor belts go up and into the system. But also, I want to do one thing real quick. I just want to see what the thing looks like right now, because I have not taken a look from outside yet. Oh, that looks awesome! Oh, I love it. You can see all, oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love that you can see all the machines. And then soon you're going to see all the moving parts, like on the belts here, you're going to see them move over here and over here. Oh, it looks awesome. And then we're going to have all of my power generators here. It's going to look so cool. Oh, I can't wait. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and work on the train. And it's going to be a while, so I'll get back to y'all when I finish that. Alright, so I have good news and bad news. Good news, I should have enough of stuff because I have plenty. Just from these two freight things, I have 3,200 items. I need 1,700 per minute of cold sulfur, so it should be good to overflow this entire system. But the thing is, I'm limited by 780 per minute, so it should be fine. But as you can see, I just have everything going into some sinks. So yeah, it should be fine. But now I gotta go ahead and hook these in, and I'm not gonna power them on just yet. I'm just gonna take stacks, put them into the assemblers to get them filled already of both, and then I'll let the conveyor belts fill. That way everything will be ready to go all at once. So that way I don't have to wait too long for everything to overfill. Alright, so I think I have everything ready. I have this, and it says 109 items per minute, but I think it'll be fine. I'll just have to, and then if I don't end up bringing enough items, I'll just make 2 more stations because I have 2 more other things. So I'll bring those in, but I filled up every single one of these assemblers with a whole stack of sulfur and coal, and so not yet, but soon I will plug these in, and then they'll fill up the conveyor belts, and then when I turn everything on, they'll immediately get to work, so I don't have to wait on overflow or anything, which is going to be really handy. But one thing that I'm considering is to make a control room at the top. As you can see, I have some room left, so I'm thinking I can make like a little control room, and I can have it connected to like this whole system and stuff. So I might work on that, because I'm pretty sure I'm done with everything else. I have everything here ready. I just needed to bring in the coal and sulfur, and then to make all this stuff, which will be for another video. But yeah, I'm going to work on the control room for a bit. Alright, so I finished the floor, and I've never... Oh wait, no, I missed a spot, hold on. Alright, so I've never used these power switches before, so I think how they work, correct me if I'm wrong, I just put one here, and it's done. So, I guess, so this is A, and this is B. Oh, I'll put this in backward. There we go, okay. So we have A and then B, and I can name it. Okay, we'll do power station grid, I guess, I don't know. Power station grid. There we go. Alright, so I guess I connect this to my main power grid, and then this to my power station power grid? I guess that's how it works? Or is it the other way around? I guess it would work like that, yeah. I don't know, I'll try it, I guess. So here's what I'm thinking. I'll have my power grid, like that power grid, connect to this one, and then my power station over here. I think that's how I'll do it. I'll see how that works. Alright, I went and hooked up everything, so I have everything hooked up into here. I switched them around to make them look cooler. So this will be my main power grid, this is my new power grid, and this will be my old one. I don't have them plugged in just yet, because I don't want to accidentally turn this thing on. But it is also, it should be fine, but just in case. So I have this, and then I'm thinking, I already have some batteries down there being charged, right over there. That's about, I just remember, like 3,200 megawatts, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and make this entire room area back here. I'm going to make this whole room just have a ton of batteries, because I have a battery blueprint right here. And I'm going to go ahead and... I'm missing modular frame. Oh my gosh. But yeah, as y'all can see, it takes a lot of stuff to make batteries. So I got to collect everything. And then I'm going to make a whole just like wall of batteries. And I'll see y'all when I do that. Alright, I have finished the battery, I guess, wall. If you want to call it that. I don't know. But I do not know how much this will hold. And I still don't know how much this will hold. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll do the calculation. Well, actually, no, never mind. So now that I have this done, I don't really know what I gotta do next. I guess I just have to build everything out there, and then we're done. And then we gotta power everything up and let everything overflow and whatnot. But I mean, I just have to put down all the power generators, and we should be done. So, if there's anything I forget this episode, probably have to do it next episode, or next time I do this. But oh well, we'll get there when we get there. But if y'all enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Until then, I will see y'all in the next video or episode. Until then, goodbye and God bless.